right, friends, we're back with a brand new video, man, and it's gonna be on. Gonna do a reaction video to the exercise slave himself, and possibly, I don't know, it may be partly TRT. It's something that you have to figure out on your own. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know what type of supplements he's using, but maybe we all need some of that. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna react to this video by I Am Longevity. So I Am Longevity says Polimetrics on flat ground. That's child's play. Try these instead. Okay, or try this instead. All right.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tony Ruggia. Today I'm going to share with you one of the little secret routines I do.
Tony, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the woman, bro.
To keep me explosive.
You remember Tony from Scarface?
Most people.
Did you see how fast he was moving through those like a football player? Man, I gotta get me some of those supplements. Exercise excessive exercise accelerates aging. What do you consider exercise? Well, eating and walking, taking a shower, brushing your hair, shaving and brushing your teeth, that's exercise, really. Going to work, all that is really exercise. You understand me? That really, you would call that moderate exercise. Anything that you do on a daily, going shopping, I don't know, going to the club, going clubbing, doing a bunch of stuff, that's exercise. You're moving your body around. What he's doing here is excessive exercise, and anything excessive, cortisol, everything comes to play, bam, accelerated aging. I can prove it. It's been studied already.
Train plyometrics on flat ground, but I take it to the extreme. It's like a secret weapon of mine.
That's the word. He takes it to this extreme. His secret weapon of his to accelerate aging and increase cortisol. You understand me, man? Oxidative stress, oxidation. All right, man. Oh, okay.
I call it plyoception. It's plyometrics and proprioception exercises together at the same time. I created the term myself.
He created the term himself, man. Did he also create accelerated aging too, the term?
At a 45-degree incline for about 40 to 50 yards. It's one of the hardest ways to train explosive power, and there's a reason I do it like this. A 45-degree incline is a complete game changer. It forces your body to work 3 to 5 times harder than on a flat.
Yes, it does. Getting hypoxia and oxidative stress. It makes your body work harder. So then you get more hypoxia, more oxidative stress, and more cortisol. Get it? Yeah. Work harder, I get more of that. So you can accelerate aging and look like Tony. You could look like Tony, 95 years old, going on, what is it? He says 60. Oh, I'm sorry. He's 60 going on 30, right? Yeah. Does he look 30 to you?
Surface.
So the new 95 is looking like 30. Okay. What happened to your hair, Tony? What happened to your skin, your face, your look? Why do you look 95? That's what I want to know. If this is so good for you, exercise is so good, then why doesn't anybody want to do exercise? That's number one. The question is this. You have to ask yourself this question. If exercise is so great, why doesn't kids, nobody really wants to do exercise? I'm not saying kids don't want to play. They definitely want to play and enjoy themselves. That's totally different. I'm talking about just exercising for the fact of just exercising, not really doing there's no enjoyment there. See, when kids go to the park, they're playing in the water park. You know, they have all these little things. They're sliding down slides and doing a bunch of stuff. See, they get enough exercise doing that. They just don't realize it. They're getting exercise. They're the kids. Really, that's their parents. They bring them there to get what? To get a little bit tired, so when they go home, they sleep. They say these kids have energy in them, energy. They have all this energy. Why do they have all this energy? What's all this energy? See what I mean? What's all this energy? I don't know. You figure it out. Definitely the diets that people eat today are filled with energy foods, a lot of energy foods. But these energy foods, they crash you. The energy goes up and then you crash. Goes up, it crashes you.
Every single jump or hop requires more power, more control, and more coordination.
And here's another thing. Your testosterone's low. Yeah.
But the
Your hormones are low doing that. This excessive exercise, too. People always wonder, well, why is my testosterone low and all that kind of stuff? What'd you expect? Cortisol's up, right? It's competing. And you're not eating enough to be in probably a positive nitrogen balance so that you could be in an anabolic kind of state. See what I mean? Not everybody's in that. And they're eating more energy foods than they're eating protein, really. Animal food, animal protein. Man, these things increase estrogen. That's the problem with carbohydrates. There's just so many things that are going on there people don't realize. The number one thing that you need to focus, and this is from my experience, is what you eat. That is number one. Me personally, I just eat animal products and seafood. That's it. That's it. And I found that everything works perfectly. I could jump, run fast, do a bunch of stuff. I don't need to exercise. Now, I'm not saying I go to a gym, but go to a gym to lift weights. I go to a gym to damage my muscle to build them bigger and stronger, eccentrically. I don't go to gyms to exercise or be a person that just wants to be like, how should I put it? Going there to perform at like a couple of lifts, specific lifts they want to perform, they want to get really good at some kind of a lift or something. You understand me? That's not what bodybuilding is. Bodybuilding is not. I gotta go to the gym because I want to be good at doing these lifts concentrically or whatever people are doing in the gym. I don't go there to do that. I simply go there. I lift in the eccentric form a lot so I could get some damage, so I could build some muscle, because it's constantly kind of going, you know what I mean? And building myofibulars aren't easy. They're like your hair. A myofibular is like your hair. Trying to get more of them in parallel and in series is astronomically difficult. And that's really the goal to shoot for in bodybuilding, trying to get more of these sarcomeres and these myofibulars, man. I mean, bro, like I said, I don't know what these people are thinking, but whatever. Look, excessive lifting in the gym will crash your testosterone. You'll always have problems with low hormones, a bunch of stuff. And plus, people are eating the slave food diet, which is also causing more problems over time. Yes, I'm so unhealthy. You want to know why? Because I eat unhealthy. According to the government, I eat a lot of red meat and seafood. Oh, seafood has a lot of mercury. So because they told me that it has a lot of mercury, right? I should be dead already, right? I should be dead because all that seafood I've been eating has all that mercury, so I should be fucking dead, but I'm not. I'm not dead. How come I'm not dead? You want to know why? Because it's bullshit. Because the government tells you that. Because apparently, according to the government, seafood is unhealthy because it has all this mercury. Well, if it's so unhealthy, then how come I'm not dead yet? See what I mean? I eat a lot of red meat. I've been eating it my entire life. How come I don't have a heart attack or anything? How come I'm not like dead already or a diabetic or any of these crazy things? Want to know why? Because it's so unhealthy. That's why I'm not walking with a cane or a walker. I'm not in a machine because I'm so unhealthy. Get it? That's why I can still lift heavy, do a bunch of stuff at my age. That's why I still look good at my age, because I'm so unhealthy. See, if I eat healthy, I end up with a walker and a cane. If I eat vegan diets like this guy Sludge that he eats, I'll look like him. You understand me? I'll look really healthy like Tony, 95 years old. Get it? See what I mean? And then because I'm so healthy eating these vegan diets and slop and stuff like Tony, all these supplements and this crazy sloppy food, this slave food that he eats in his videos, I have to go take TRT then. I have to go to the doctor because I'm so healthy. Get it? Because I'm so healthy, I have to go on TRT and do a bunch of crazy shit, bro. That's just insane. Right now, I'm so unhealthy. My testosterone is 1,200 through the roof. And my doctor's like, what are you doing? I said, I started eating more seafood. It's high in omega-3. Because the last time I went in, when I was just eating beef in the summertime, I did a blood test. I think my testosterone was around 750, something like that. Then when I started doing the sushi, especially sushi, my testosterone went to 1,200. So there you go. That's just crazy.
The reason I do it like this,
Yeah.
it forces my body to recruit those.
Yeah, that's why Tony's so healthy, because Tony, to me, this is, and I don't. It's speculation. He's so healthy that he would have to take TRT to be doing these exercises. Get it? That's how healthy Tony is. See that? With a body fat of 3%. Yeah. Yeah. And eating that sludge and eating all those supplements. See, ask this question. If you're eating properly, why do you need to eat all those supplements and eat all that slave food diet and sludge? How would you feel? Ask yourself this question. How would you feel eating all that slave food diet and all that sludge? Would you be jumping around the park like that? But if you ate that sludge and those supplements like Tony and you took TRT, would you be able to jump around in the park just like RFK is? RFK is on TRT. He admitted it. He's taking TRT and a bunch of stuff. Look at him in the park doing pull-ups and everything. They say, whoa, he's like a young guy doing all these things. Yeah, because you brought back something, the molecule. It helps. It's very powerful. It can make you do all these things. But guess what? Because you've taken something artificial, but you're destroying your health eating fake food and supplements, that will accelerate more aging. The TRT will accelerate it because now it's an accelerant. It works like an accelerant because you keep jumping around like I don't know, like the Lucky Charms guy in the park. Get it? Shit.
Fastest, most powerful
Eating Lucky Charms and jumping around, that's going to accelerate more aging.
muscle fibers, the type 2X fibers. Most incline trainers
Yeah, the type 2, what are they? Glycolytic. They're glycolytic. Yeah. The type 2, yeah, okay.
so they use a 10%.
This exercise is performance and endurance, and that accelerates aging. And I can prove it. Excessive exercise, like what Tony does, will accelerate aging.
Grade, which is only about 5.7 degrees.
Yeah.
But this right here that I'm gonna do is 45-degree incline. That's about 8 times steeper. The difference isn't just visual. It's a whole different world when it comes to force production.
I know. Force production. It's not just visual. You understand me? But it's visually
At this
seen.
angle,
It's visually seen. Him jumping around. Visually, you can see what he's doing. It's kind of obvious at 60. I don't see too many 60-year-olds jumping around eating slave food diets and supplements all day. Get it, dude? You understand me, dude? Eating that slop that you're eating in your videos, that slave food diet, and all those crazy supplements, I haven't seen any people at 60 years old jumping around like that, eating slave food.
every movement I make demands 3 to 5 times the effort of flat ground training. That is why this workout is an absolute type 2X destroyer. Type 2X muscle fibers are the
Yeah, it's a type 2X destroyer, destroying you slowly from the inside out. Look how frail he looks here. Look at him from this side view. Look at him. Take a good look at him. 95, bro, is a skeleton. 1 foot in the grave. 1 foot in the grave. Oh shit. I shouldn't have. Sorry about that. I got cut off. He's like 1 foot in the grave, bro.
explosive, high-force muscle fibers, the ones responsible for speed,
Yes,
power,
high
and
force.
agility. The problem, they're also the first to disappear with age, and it begins around the age of
They are they?
30. If you don't train them correctly,
The only thing, I don't know that for sure it disappears with age. It could be because of the slave food diet and a bunch of other factors. You understand me? You're not doing certain things naturally that you would be doing in nature. We live in an artificial environment. I don't know that.
you lose them forever. On flat ground, your body can use momentum to generate force. But on a steep 45
Think about it. The movements are artificial, what he's doing. Because naturally, if you hunt and you eat, these are all the natural exercises that you would do, right? Playing, hunting, walking, doing certain things, cooking, whatever, I don't know. Preparing your food or eating or whatever you're doing there. You could consider that. It's exercise. It's naturally, you're doing it natural, these movements. They're natural to humans. Our torso moves and our arm so we can throw spears. We were built that way. You understand me? So these are natural movements, but you're not doing those natural movements anymore. So what is Tony doing? He's compensating by doing unnatural movements. See what I mean? He's, I don't know, jumping around, doing weird things. Something unnatural that you would not be doing otherwise.
degree incline, every jump is a battle against gravity. This means
Can your body here's the thing, can your body distinguish between natural movements and unnatural movements? See what I mean? Okay, I think it can. Exercise wise, yeah, definitely can, it can figure it out. Now, a gym is a gym too. Can your body figure out what you're doing there is unnatural? Well, it's artificial to move weights around. See what I mean? The tearing effect in the eccentric exercise, gravity and the weight pulling down on your muscle, we are using something artificial to induce that. You understand me? So we can build muscle. But can your body distinguish? Can it distinguish this? Like, can it, when it's in this tearing effect, does it know? No, well, it'll compensate by growing bigger and stronger muscles, right? If muscles are torn apart in the eccentric, it'll compensate by doing what? By growing bigger and stronger. Okay, concentrically, if you're just squeezing, ass cheek squeezing your muscles, will they compensate by growing bigger and stronger? No, absolutely not. See what I mean? But they'll make you better at doing them. See what I mean? How does it compensate? Make you better at doing them. How? Motor unit recruitment and I don't know. But you get motor recruitment anyways, eccentrically. But they'll just give you some motor recruitment, some androgen receptors for the androgens to bind to those receptors, giving you more force production because you keep pushing it. You're doing it artificially. See what I mean? That's how it's compensating. Okay. How does your body compensate you doing these artificial movements in the park? Same way.
my muscles have to fight.
Endurance, maybe some motor unit recruitment, and that's it.
Harder and faster to clear each hop, activating those type 2X muscle fibers instantly. By the time I reach the top of those 40, 50 yards, my legs are burning, tightening up, and I have to force out those last 5 to 6.
No hunter in nature, no people in nature that lived out in nature or hunting or whatever they're doing there, would ever do these exercises that Tony does. I don't think they were that stupid either. They like as if they didn't know that exercise, doing anything strenuous, would cause cortisol to go up and age you, and actually it destroys you over time. But if you're pumping something artificial in your veins like TRT or something, you're jumping around. Well, hey man, you're just masking the accelerated aging effect. See what I mean? You've overridden the program. But you still will pay for you'll still pay the consequences. You'll look like Tony, 95 years old.
These hops. That's because the type 2A and slow twitch fibers are completely exhausted, leaving only the type 2X fibers to keep me moving. This is how you
They're totally exhausted, exactly. They're exhausted.
force your body to recruit the deepest layers of those fast.
Hunters, when they're in the forest hunting, they don't want to exhaust themselves. They know if they get exhausted, that's it. The hunt is over. If they don't get an animal, they're done. They won't eat that day. See, lions, they have to they don't sprint all the time. And so because they're mostly laying around for an entire week after they've eaten a week ago, and now it's time to eat again. Well, they have to catch their prey. And if they don't catch their prey, they've exhausted themselves. You understand me? Running. They've exhausted themselves completely. They run, and they've exhausted themselves, caused maybe some micro tears in there because they're unaccustomed again to running this. They don't run far distances. They run short distances and quick. They do what we call sprints. And we know in sprinting, that's where muscles get damaged in sprinting. They get these micro tears, and then it weakens you, and that's it. You're done. So if the lion doesn't catch his prey in that moment, he's done exhausting himself and causing these micro tears and exhausting himself. So he has to wait. He has to wait a while until he can recoup. See what I mean? He's got to be careful. He could starve to death.
Which muscle fibers. When I do these hops and land on a steep incline, it increases the eccentric load, meaning my muscles absorb way more force than they would on a flat ground. Then I add 180-degree turns and 90-degree turns, backward hops, and single leg hops to make it even harder. Look, most people do not train like this.
Yes.
That's why they lose their speed, power, and explosiveness as they age. Even they do Polimetrics. You have to
Most people don't train like this. That's why they don't look like Tony, 100 years old. You understand me? They're smart.
push yourself even more.
You want to know why they don't train like that? Because it's unnatural for humans to do this. That's why they don't want to do it. You understand me? I am Tony.
If you keep type 2X fibers activated, you can stay powerful, agile, and explosive for many, many years to come. The routine I'm about to show you is nothing special, but it's one of the little tricks.
If you hunt naturally out in nature, you'll be the same way too. And you'll be even better and you won't have an accelerated aging. And eating your natural diet. Here, this is the most important part to health and being explosive and fast is eating a natural diet. But if you keep eating these fake energy foods, eventually over time, they'll destroy you and you won't be able to move. And then you're going to have to take TRD to jump around like Tony in the park. Because that's what the slave food diet does. But Tony, he continues in that behavior. He keeps eating the slave food diet, right? And he's eating all these crazy toxic supplements. So what is allowing him to jump around like that? You gotta question everything. Ask yourself that question. And why does he look so old?
I use, it's what keeps
If this exercise keeps you so young, why does he look so old and destroyed?
me moving youthfully at the age of 61. Now, without further ado, let me show you.
Never pay for your internet again. Discover.
I like how he said youthfully. Left leg hops. Okay, I could do these. So what? A lot of people can. You see, nobody's willing to go to the root of the problem, what your problem is, why you're becoming dysfunctional. It's your diet. Everything starts with your diet, what you're eating. It makes you dysfunctional. When you stop eating your natural diet, you eat more of the slave food diet, that's what's going to happen. You become dysfunctional. But Tony, how is he still functioning eating more slave food diet and supplements? He's becoming better at doing this. Okay. See what I mean? But what would happen if Tony took TRT? You think he would function a lot better doing this on the slave food diet? Something that's destroying you over time, making you slower? He's bow-legged. Man, he looks scary. He needs a suntan. Looks like a California park. Attaboy, Tony.
Single leg hops,
Yeah.
45-degree angle. Now we're going to do backward hops, all the way to the top.
Yes.
Okay?
Backward hops. Oh. Wow, this is so much fun.
You want to feel a burn in your leg?
Yes.
Try those. And be careful before you try these exercises I'm showing you, because you can get hurt, so be very careful. We're going to do 90-degree turns all the way to the top. This is what I'm talking about. 1, 2, like that, all the way to the top.
Oh, yeah, just like that, eh? Okay.
This is very good for plyometrics.
I like what it says there. It says child's play. That's child's play.
Legs.
Yeah. You know, when you tell kids, we want you to run around a park and do these weird things that this guy's doing, they don't want to do that. But if you bring them into a park and let them play, they're gonna play, bro. They're gonna go on the swings, they're gonna run up and down the slides and stuff. They're gonna do a bunch of stuff. But they ain't gonna do this. They hate doing this. That's why when you have like gym time, and then they have all these kids doing these crazy exercises, gym time. Man, when they go out for recess, you give them a basketball, they start throwing the basketball, they run around, they kick balls around, playing hockey, this and that. That's more fun. Tony doesn't realize that. If you want, play hockey, bro. Play sports. Go swimming. Play hockey. Go ice skating. Do something. This is boring. And because you are doing what you really love, playing ice hockey, you'll release endorphins. This is not going to release no endorphins, man. I don't want to take TRT because I want to go to a park and jump around because I want to be a performing slave for people on YouTube doing crazy exercises. No thanks. Maybe if I recorded like the stuff that I'm doing, like when I'm playing sports, like basketball or hockey or ice skating, yeah, I could post that online, sure.
Let me tell you, you will feel it burning, baby. Ah. All right, now we're gonna do 180-degree turns all the way up. This is what I mean, okay? One, like that, all the way up. So here we go.
Hi, this is Wade with First Tech.
Okay, I have no idea what Tony's doing. It's getting boring now. Let's move up. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Surface on grass and just do 10 yards, even 5 yards, because some of you probably can't do this. And go slow, be careful, consult an expert before trying these to determine if you are fit to do these exercises.
And what if you're not fit to do these so-called exercises, Tony? Then what do we do then? If we're not fit to do them, do we take something that'll make us fit, like TRT, like steroids, Tony?
The point I want to speak about is that you should do at least...
Tony, why do you look so old if this is supposed to reverse aging, make you so young? Your biomarker is what, 60? You're looking 30. That's your adage, right?
Between 80 and 120 hops. This amount has been shown in studies to really affect your type 2X fibers.
Do you even understand what these studies really are, what they're talking about in there? Do you understand what they're trying to say in there?
Metrics, period. Another thing I'm going to speak about is you should rest. I rest 4 minutes. I do 3 sets of each of those exercises. I rest 4 minutes between each set. They say.
So what? Let me tell you something. I never use studies to build muscle. Science tells you what builds muscles, but I don't use the studies that they use because why would I? I don't need to. Science already told me what builds muscles. Eccentric exercise is what builds muscles. So when I go to a gym, I have a set goal in my mind. My goal is to go there and to damage as many muscle fibers as I can on the day and then go home and allow it to repair and remodel a lot bigger and stronger. My muscle will compensate by doing what? It'll adapt, compensate by growing bigger and stronger. More sarcomere in series and in parallel. That's the goal, really. And some mass, of course. I mean, there's going to be mass there. You know what I mean? But that's not my ultimate goal. I want to get massed up. You know what I mean? I want to get as dense and as strong as possible. So you need to get more of these sarcomeres in series and parallel. You got to get more myofibrillar growth, Tony. But like I said, that would be just me. I don't know about other people.
You could rest 2 minutes, but I rest 4 minutes because your ATP is fully replenished. So this way, when you do the next exercise, you're not hitting.
Your ATP is replenished. Okay, how do you replenish ATP? Well, you can't do it with either animal fat, eating a natural diet, or people start using carbohydrates, which will destroy your mitochondria over time, making you dysfunctional. It's a known fact. They've talked about this in athletics. It'll work definitely. It's like a drug. It'll work when you're young, but it'll make you dysfunctional over time and mess you up.
Your type 1 slow twitch fibers, you're hitting the type 2X fibers and type 2A once again. That's because you have full rest, full replenishment.
I know what he's saying. He's because he's eating the slave food diet, the carbs, the this, that, whatever. He's going to be burning that glucose as energy. So you have to go to the park to do exercise to do what? To burn the slave food? Here's the thing. If you're on your natural diet as a carnivore, eating meat, you've eliminated these fake foods, whatever Tony's eating here. That'll stop the aging process, okay? All this accelerated aging. You'll not want to do any exercise because you don't have to. See what I mean? You're doing that because you're going to burn calories like Greg Doucette says in his videos. You got to burn calories. Why do you need to burn calories? If you're not eating calories, then you need to burn any calories, right? So if you're eating natural food, why the hell would you need to do any exercise or burn any calories or burn any glucose or anything like that? I got to burn glucose. See what I mean? Will you be dysfunctional if you eat your natural diet? No. But if you eat fake food, fake diets, will you become dysfunctional? Yes, absolutely. And so you're going to have to be like Tony, doing exercise in the park to try to counteract that and become functional by eating the slave food diet. So you're working against yourself doing that. It's ridiculous. So just stop doing that. Doctor, every time I raise my arm, it hurts. Stop doing that and it won't hurt.
Anyway, I just wanted to share these extra points because they're very important.
Yes.
Take care of yourselves, everyone. I have many, many more videos coming.
Yes.
That you've never seen anywhere before. Have a wonderful day.
Yes, Tony. Yes, have a wonderful day. You too, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Tony Vinny Bombats is the Vinny Bombats is gonna get you younger.